I think when you get to this point in the season, especially when you have this much time between games, it's a little bit like running a marathon, which you get at the 20-mile mark, and you still feel like you're only halfway there. But we got more miles to go, and these guys are very committed to it, and they worked hard over the holiday and made a lot of sacrifices, and I was really proud of the way we competed. We knew it would be a tough game out there. They've got a really good defensive team. I think our defense did a really good job against their explosive, big play receivers and offense that they have, and I was just really pleased with the way we played together as a team. I thought Eddie's article that he wrote sort of epitomizes, the team chemistry that this team has, and how they really sort of care about each other, and everybody tries to help each other and have each other's back and support each other and doing the right things. And I think that kind of leadership and that kind of togetherness is something that really helped us sustain the kind of effort that we needed in what was a very tough game tonight against a very good Washington team.
All right, we'll start with questions over here on the far side. Mark.
Coach, congratulations. Looked like when you guys were on offense, you were kind of behind their defense, seeing how they were attacking your offense. And I was just wondering what you were seeing them do on defense, and what kind of adjustments you tried to make on offense in response.
Well, I think that we went into this game thinking that we really needed to run the ball. And I think early on we ran it effectively, especially on our first scoring drive. And then we started to see a lot more inside backer plugs. We started to see a lot more, corner fires, pressures from the edges. And that made it much more difficult for us to run. We were ahead in the game, and obviously I think we have to do a better job of creating balance on offense and being able to throw the ball a little more effectively. And that's something that we'll continue to work on.
Okay, right here in row 2.
Coach Saban, Kerry Clark, BamaMag.com. One of the keys to the success of the running game was the 180-yard school bowl record by Bo Scarborough and the tackles that he broke. There were times he was stopped, but he broke tackles, extended the play, scored on one. Just talk overall about the job he did for you today, please.
Well, Bo has really played well for us, especially the second half of the season when he got healthy, and we've been playing him more and more, and he has certainly delivered for us in a really positive way. I mean, the long run that he made tonight, broke a tackle, and the one he had at Tennessee that was a long run, guy hit him in the hole. But I think that's what makes him a great player. He's got great size and speed. He can run behind his pads. He's got good vision. He's a good receiver, and he can block. So he can do all the things that any good running back can do. And his productivity has certainly been a benefit to this team, especially the second half of the season.
Right here in the second row front, please.
Drew DeArmond, WZZN Radio. Coach Saban, I wanted you to comment on Anthony Averett tonight. I thought he was really good in coverage and also played a great all-around game. He really set the edges for the running game and didn't allow them to have a lot of big plays on the perimeter runs.
Well, I think that Anthony has played well for us all year. Probably gets a little overlooked, based on some of our other players. But he has been a very consistent player for us all year long. I think that you really have to talk about, if you want to talk about the defense, you almost can't talk about an individual player, because we played a lot of split safety coverages tonight, which we knew we had to play to take away their RPOs and their vertical passing game, and number one, who's a big play player and a very good player. So that starts with the guys up front being able to stop the run when you don't have an extra safety in the box all the time, which we hardly ever did. So I think they all did a good job. The front guys did a really good job of allowing us to play that way, and then the back end guys did a really good job of executing what we needed to do to take those big plays out of the game. The front guys affected the quarterback, which I think was huge in the game as well.
Chuck.
Could you talk more about the secondary, either season-wise or tonight, because there's so many guys doing different things, playing different spots, moving around than maybe we thought they would back in August, and the depth and the versatility for so many of the guys back there?
Well, we have 6 guys that really do a good job. They've all played now the positions that they're playing. Ronnie played the 6 DB last year, so he had a lot of experience at that. He didn't have to play safety. Now he plays safety and dime. Minka played star. Now he has to play safety since we lost Eddie, and he's done a really good job at that. Tony Brown has stepped up very nicely for us and filled in at star. Marlon and Anthony have done a good job at corner. And Hootie Jones has done a good job when he's come in as a 6 defensive back. So those 6 guys have done a really good job for us. Past that, we have a lot of young guys that don't have a lot of experience, but they have made a lot of progress this season and have made a lot of improvement as well. They didn't have much of an opportunity to play tonight.
Over here.
Tommy Diggs, Tuscaloosa News for Bo. Did you know this day would come, and was there ever a point when you began to doubt that this day might come, or at least that it might come this year? And for Ryan, you don't see a lot of running backs his size. I guess you had one last year. What did you think of this guy when you first saw him?
I thought he was a monster. I've been seeing him make those runs against us, in scrimmages since he got here. So, it wasn't a surprise to me.
It's just trusting the process and, believing in your teammates and, believing in yourself that you can get the job done, the coach can trust you.